Hello children, welcome back to English class. Today we are going to see Unit 5 Supplementary Reader and the title is The Singing Lesson and it was written by Katherine Mansfield. Let's see about the author. Kathleen Mansfield Murray was born on 14th October 1888. She was a New Zealand short story writer who wrote under the pen name Katherine Mansfield. She left New Zealand at the age of 19 and settled in the United Kingdom, where she gained the friendship of great writers such as D.H. Lawrence and Virginia Woolf. Bliss and the Garden Party were the collections of short stories written by Katherine. She wrote many poems and her collected letters were a great success. Finally, she died on 9th January 1923 in France. Okay, what are all the factors that influence our mood? Or else, what are all the factors that affect our moods? Yes, usually human beings have bundles of emotions. Am I right? Yes, a small angry look from a friend or a scolding from a teacher one admires us or a scold from mom could influence our moods the whole day or else it will affect our mood the whole day. Am I right? Yes. Okay. How do you behave under the spells of different moods? Yes. When we get good things that happening continuously, obviously we will be very happy, right? Yes. If we don't get an easy question paper or the expected questions do not appear, we feel quite upset, isn't it? Yes, if a close friend becomes very angry, instead of analyzing what caused it, we feel dejected, isn't it? Yes, so when centum is the goal, even 99% of marks disappoint us. Am I right? Yes. Okay, can you suggest a few ways by which we can maintain a calm temperament under all circumstances? Yes, early morning walks, meditation, and the practice of treating both success and failure, joy and sorrow with the same composure will naturally increase our lifespan on this planet. Do you agree with me? Yes. So, not only that, listening to good music and reading good books, not only textbooks, can drastically reduce unpleasant stress, isn't it? Thus, we can maintain a calm temperament at all occasions. Okay? Yes. Now we'll get into the story. Children, listen carefully. Meanwhile, I'll ask you questions. The singing lesson written by Katherine Mansfield is all about a surprising day of a music teacher's life. This story is taken from Catherine's The Garden Party and Other Stories collection. It is a short story written in third person from an unknown narrator's perspective. Miss Meadows, a music teacher, receives a letter from her fiancé which states quite plainly that Basil, her fiancé, isn't ready to marry her and feels that the marriage would fill him with disgust. The word disgust is scratched lightly and written above regret. Naturally, she is filled with despair, anger, and sadness. And due to her bad mood, she sees everyone and everything in a negative light. Her usual calm and happy mood turns gloomy and angry that day, and this change does not go unnoticed by her students. Okay, what was the knife that Miss Meadows carried with her? Yes, Miss Meadows carried with her sharp despair. So the author calls it as a knife, right? Yes. Okay. Why was Miss Meadows upset and dejected? Yes, Miss Meadows was upset and dejected. Why? Because she had received a letter from her fiance and saying that he was not interested in marriage, right? Yes. When the science mistress asks if Miss Meadows is cold in the chilly autumn weather, Miss Meadows tries to hide her unhappiness and feels hated towards the science mistress. At the start of the singing lesson, her student Mary Beasley offers Miss Meadows a yellow chrysanthemum and Miss Meadows ignores her gesture, deeply wounding the girl's feelings. Okay, what kind of relationship existed between Miss Meadows and the science mistress? Yes, Miss Meadows was jealous of the science mistress and she hated the science mistress, right? Yes. Okay. How would Miss Meadows usually treat Mary? How did her behavior towards the girl change that day? Yes, Miss Meadows would usually treat Mary affectionately. And what happened on the day? Yes, Miss Meadows totally ignored Mary and the flower she gave on the day, right? Yes. As Miss Meadows begins to teach, she instructs the girls to sing a sad autumnal song. She asks them to add sorrowful emotion to their voices, and the weather outdoors appears bleak to Miss Meadows as she recalls the cruel letter Basil sent her. Okay, why had Miss Meadows chosen a lament? Lament means sad song as the lesson that particular day. Yes, Miss Meadows had chosen a lament, that is a sad song, as the lesson that particular day because she was lamenting, she was worrying a lot inside her heart, right? Yes. Their engagement seemed like a miracle to her, especially because she is a woman of 30, which she feels is nearly too old to have romantic prospects. Miss Meadows despairs of the humiliation and judgment she will face within the school when it is known that Basil has broken their engagement off. She thinks that she will have to leave her job and disappear from the school community altogether rather than face the science mistress and the students once they learn what happened. She asked the girls to sing so sorrowfully, and many of the girls begin crying. Miss Meadows is called out of the class, and Miss Watt, the headmistress, gives Miss Meadows a telegram from Basil. He says she should ignore his previous letter, saying he must have been mad to end their engagement, and he says he has bought a hat stand. Okay, why did Miss Watt summon Miss Meadows to her room? Yes, there was a telegram of Miss Meadow, so Miss Watt summoned Miss Meadows to her room to give the telegram, right? Yes. Despite the coldness of this telegram, Miss Meadows is overcome with joy, even while Miss Watt scolds her for receiving a telegram that isn't urgent bad news during the school day. When she is back in her classroom, Miss Meadows assigns the students a triumphant summer song, and Miss Meadows herself sings the song louder than any of the students. Okay, can you briefly explain the cause of Miss Meadows' joy at the end? Yes, in the beginning of the story, Miss Meadows got a letter from her fiancé Basil that he was not willing to marry her. So she was very upset. But what happened at the end of the story? Yes, at the end of the story, she received a telegram from him and asking her not to pay attention to the previous letter. So, that was the cause of Miss Meadows' joy at the end. Am I right? Yes. Let's see few hard words and its meaning from the story. Baton, a thick stick used by a conductor of a music orchestra. Droll, slow or lazy way of talking. Tangles, a confused mass or twisted. Grimace, expression of disgust on a person's face. Accomplishments, music played to support an instrument or voice or group. Contralto, the lowest female voice. Forte, a musical tone played loudly. Crescendo, a gradual increase in the loudness of a sound. Aisle, a passage between rows of seats. Fiancé, a man to whom one is engaged to be married. Doleful, sorrowful. Now we'll see few key points for better understanding. Miss Meadow is a music teacher. She got a letter from her fiancé. The letter stated that their marriage would be a mistake. This changed the smiling and pleasant looking Miss Meadow into a depressed one. The teacher was not on her elements due to the letter. She remained gloomy. Suddenly, her mood changed after she received a telegram. The telegram stated that he wrote the letter in madness. The teacher felt happy and she returned to the class with vigor and good cheer. Okay, children, up to this, the supplementary reader is over. Hope you understood. Please read out the story detailedly in your textbook to have a clear story view. Thank you.